Hi, this is Dan with MonkeyShot LLC. This is video 3, the series that we're showing you behind the scenes at MonkeyShot, the designing to model version to test version of a pickle fork shooter. So it has been a couple of days. It hasn't taken a couple of days, it's just been a couple of days. And the test version is now ready. Came off pretty easy. We'll mess with that later. I'm also, in this video, going to be able to test, see how I can do on editing, because I'm learning how to edit the videos too. So I can make shorter videos and then combine them all into one. Alright, so we have the model version, and then the version that we'll test. The only difference is this one is nearly hollow, and this one is, being them both against each other is not going to help you out at all. This one is nearly solid, or is solid. It's also a different composite. This is PETG. The initial version is in PLA. So I will put some test bands on this, and then we will try to shoot it. Never shot a pickle fork shooter before. There's a bit of a process, a trick to it, and we will see that. Hopefully not shoot myself in the hand. Alright, so we'll get some bands on it. Alright, so we got the bands tied on. Using what I call test bands. They're not super fast, they're not super accurate. What they are is super cheap. Basically just to check out the shootability of it. This isn't a video about my shooting skills, my band tying skills. It is to see, or to show, going from design to model to test version in under 12 hours. And this portion is basically just making sure that everything fits nice and being able to shoot repeatedly with it without any major issues. And also, I've never shot a pickle fork shooter, so we'll be learning together. If you want to know actually how to shoot a pickle fork shooter, Google it on the internet. I'll be going off of the instructions that I've seen on YouTube. Basically just involves pulling it back and then twisting the pouch and then tweaking it. I'll try to show it, but if you really want to know how to do it, check out the internet. Got it tied up so that the swell, the thing will go into my hand, the flat on the outside. That's where I put the monkey. The bands, when you're tying on flat bands, you want them to go over the top of the slingshot and not be pulling them back directly from the slingshot. That'll just yank them out of where they're being held into. So that's how you know, if you just picked up a random flat band slingshot, which direction goes into your palms. It'll go over the top, which is why it's called an over-the-top band tying method. Anyhow, we're going to be shooting some rubber ammo. There is a high probability I may shoot myself in the hand. That's why we're going with rubber. That's pretty much it. I mean, I can already tell that it has a good shape. It's structurally sound. Good spot to put the pinky. So that if this is what you were doing, you know, like I said, 12 hours went from design to model, just to make sure that, you know, all the functionality would work. And we're just going to go shoot it now, mostly for fun, but also to make sure that it, you know, doesn't cause like some hand fatigue, or if it's you know, something that's going to go majorly wrong. I don't see how. I mean, it's a small, solid piece of plastic, and it won't break. I know that. And it's relatively comfortable. So it would basically, if it were something that I was going forward to, right now MonkeyShot LLC does not have any pickle fork shooters. This will be the first time that I'll be shooting one, like I said, so I would only be comfortable with making and providing or selling something that I was comfortable with. I'm not an experienced shooter. Pickle fork shooter is a advanced slingshot for experienced shooters. But we're just going to shoot this with the rubber balls to see how it's done, if we can do it, and just for fun. So let me go find some rubber ammo, and we will get to some shooting. Almost forgot the mic again. Alright, ran out of daylight, so we're doing it in the kitchen. Don't bother to worry about. Yes, my kitchen's messy. So I got some rubber ammo. I'm going to be shooting these little rubber ammo, target ammo, practice ammo. And the way that I've seen on the internet, on the YouTube, is that when you're shooting a pickle fork shooter, you're going to pull it back, and you're going to twist it, and then you're going to tweak it all in a straight line so that it'll shoot over the forks. Give you the view from back here. We're going to be shooting at a cabinet only a couple times. Like I said, they're rubber. It shouldn't do anything. But if after the first shot that it turns out that it's causing damage, here, let me get a little bit lower, then we will stop. Alright, so pull it back, twist it, tweak. Oh, shoot. It'll shoot. I don't know if you guys could see that. That came like right back. These are quite rubbery. Alright, so you don't put your thumb there. So pull it back, twist it, tweak it. Okay. Guess this wasn't as difficult as I thought it was going to be. Alright. Let's try holding it on the top. Pull it back. Twist it, tweak it. Yep, the rubber bounces really, really well. We'll take one more just because that's what I have in my pocket, and then I'll find those later. Let's try it sideways this time. Oh, and the other thing is you see that's the gap in the forks. It is only a ½ inch. You could, if you were super skilled, try to manage to shoot that through there, but that's not where you're shooting. You're shooting when you're twisting it and tweaking it, is it's going over the forks. It's called an over the fork wrap, over the fork band style. You're not shooting through them, shooting over them. Alright, last one. And we're going to try sideways this time. Alright, so twist it would be this way. No, this way. Tweak it. It's a little bit harder to do sideways. I found it easier to shoot straight up and down with it. I'll be looking for these rubber balls for a while. Only because it's just more natural for me to hold that when you twist it, you can tweak it like that. So last one, I swear, and then I'll stop shooting in the house. Yep. There we go. We're done for the day. Alright, so shootable. Yep. Comfortable. Yep. Couldn't necessarily go that way with it because I can't, or I don't know a good comfortable way to, I suppose that would have worked. But I was shooting it overhand like that and then twisting it and tweaking it, which makes it go up and over. Alright, so that has been the end of it. Went from design to model version. Just on here. Just to make sure that it would
holding all that to a version that we could test, that I'm not going to be shooting clays or steel in the house. And I would shoot this with the rubber ammo for a lot longer to make sure that I was getting nowhere near my hand. But design to model version to practice to test version, put on some, I could put some roll bands on here, test it with the clays or the steel. But you can go from, like I said, design to model to test to production in about a day and a half. And then from there on, you know, that's how it goes. So, this has been Dan with MonkeyShot LLC. Please like, subscribe, follow us on Facebook and Instagram at MonkeyShot LLC. There will be a website soon, and it's MonkeyShotLLC.com. And thanks for watching.